They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling, they trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty. And what's up, guys?
This is Zagus, and welcome to Hearthstone Challenges, the completion section.
So this time we have two winners actually. We got Waytech and we got Ronin here. But first, why is it so quiet? And that's a lot better. So as I was saying, we have two winners actually for and Waytech doesn't need any cards here. Screw it. For the third time, we have two winners here for this challenge who were generous and patient enough to split their prize money and show us their awesome feats of strength. So we start with Waytech here, and it almost seems like as if he's tapping the ground to the rhythm, like armor in turn, now it's your turn, now it's an axe, another one actually, now we have two, and turn, and tapping some more, patience is the key here, and circling around a nickname, and Waytech's turn again, armoring up, and turn, and the opponent, maybe you should play something here? We are the patient crusher, not you. Oh, come on, really? Are you like copying Waytech or something? Is it like, this dude's here skipping turns. He's up to something, I should probably skip. No, maybe I should play this. Nah, I should just skip the turn because he's doing it too. Now I should play a Sunwalker on turn 5. With a coin. That was a good idea. Well played. Or maybe not. But the bad thing is that Waytech is starting to crush it. And a slap to the shield and a slap to the face. What's a cow's face called? Anyway, let's just tap some ground some more. So, little opponent, get ready for the Patient Crusher to start running out of patience because the time is now. The Stormwind Champion is about to come in and crushing its ground like the Patient Crusher. And saving an axe swing maybe for the yellow cookie monster. What's it called? That yeah. Anyway, let's see what the priest's about to do here. And he's humming some more. Turn 7 goes the Kodo with no one there to crush because this crusher has some really big crushers and no small crushers. Yeah. For that, the Kodo cannot crush anyone, and a slappy slice to the little beast, and smash from the Crusader comes, and well, the priest is about to start throwing out his shadow words of death, right? That would be logical. Too bad you don't have two, because Waytech has a lot more than two. And a Mass Dispel. Oh no, the Taunt and the Stormwind Champion's racial bonus is gone. Just like my song. It seems a bit awkward again. Let's just replay. And as the rock music begins, we slice and dice and turn. And the opponent's hands are too small for an 11th card full of some and he just goes, screw you guys, I'm going home. Crushed by Waytech. At first our opponent was like, what the hell is happening? And then a few blinks of the eye and Waytech starts spawning big, fat, crushing minions. 3 punches to the face and a knockout. Waytech, congratulations for being a really patient crusher. However it may be, we still have another player who is ready to take up my challenge, but not all of us are as patient as the patient crushers. At least I'm not. So let's just skip to the beginning.
Round 2, fight!
And we have Ronin here. Oh, hello Alarmo bot. This is the card that Ronin exchanged for the Wisp. Wait, we have our Hearthstone music back. Okay, stop. Oh, and just as I said stop and the rock music stopped, there's some red arrow and... Oh, poor Alarmobot, and of course it is destroyed. Yeah, I guess the golden... Why are you so angry? Why are you so mad at Ronin and his Alarmobot? Well, anyway, the golden rule of Hearthstone, I guess, is destroy the Alarmobot, and well, actually, the priest again, another priest opponent, did a very good job there because, well, the Patient Crusher deck has an awesome synergy with an Alarmobot. Actually sounds pretty weird when the rock is gone, right? It doesn't seem so brutal right now, but I guess Ronin will have to compensate with some awesome skills. Rank 5, pretty impressive for this challenge, I might add. Let's see what he can do. And a Belcher comes in. Well, this opponent is not in the mood and has no patience at all for the Patient Crusher. But the bad thing is, well, the good thing for Ronin and the bad thing for the opponent is that the Patient Crusher is also out of patience and he starts crushing. I was just about to say crushing something evil and whatever, but Ronin did a very polite gesture and just said, "Hello!" as the priest was flaming at him and saying that the light shall burn you, but I like it. Let's stay polite. Let's crush him with a polite stylishness. So let's unleash our fat plump minions. And of course the ogre comes in when you just say something about fat. Now, to kill or not to kill the Belcher, to spawn or not to spawn the slime. The one to slime. We have a lot of fat minions in our hand.
What now?
Indeed. And of course we crush the Belcher and stay alive, and the slime comes in. What can our priest show us now? And of course, slashing the little taunt minion, and so this is where it gets interesting. Which one will counter the other? Holy Fire, and the board is cleared, and the Northshire Cleric comes in, and Ronin starts building up again. A Ravenhold Assassin comes into play. Stealth mode. Can be targeted by Shadow or Death, at least for some time. Now, on turn 8, another Belcher comes in, and a shield. Mind Vision. Well, now our opponent has drawn some, probably a minion from Ronin, and well, that should help him in the late game. Well, the late game is now, but however, Ronin has all the chances in the world because he is the Patient Crusher and he will crush him with his fat minions. And the Storm Champion comes in, crushing all the ground. Another slime is spawned, and the Storm Champion is buffed. I mean, the Ravenhold Assassin is buffed. Another fat minion coming into play. The priest is probably thinking, how many of those does he have? Well, a full deck, I might add. I must consider whether I should use a Shadow of Death or not. And Holy Fire again. And poor champion burns away. And well, suicidal Northshire Cleric just smashes what's left of the HP of the Crusader. Ravenhold Assassin loses his buff, but is still staying alive. And another mind control tech with nothing to steal, and the slime tickles Ronin's face. And another Venturco mercenary. And Ronin still has the Ravenhold Assassin alive, assassinating the Sludge Belcher, the slime, and maybe someone else in the future. And look at how much consideration Ronin is going through, and another assassin is here. This is like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood right now. We have two assassins, well, two brothers. Let's say they're brothers, and let's say they're a brotherhood. And no, don't kill that. No, come on. Leave him be. See, I just said leave him be, and he's not about to attack him anymore. Leave the brotherhood alive. Of course. You have to ruin all the fun. Why not? This is rank 5. We have to get to rank legendary. Let's be all serious and crush the Crusher's brothers from the Brotherhood of the Assassins, right? And that is probably the minion, by the way, that he stole with the mind vision. But things are getting worse and worse for the opponent. Look, he only has 3 cards and Ronin has a lot. And problem solved, says the assassin, but does not provide us salvation after all. Well, Ronin can only play like 1 card at a turn or maybe 2 5s. And he starts controlling the board. Little by little. Considering. Meditating. This is the most patient guys I've ever seen. Like, you have like 1 or 2 choices. You have to either play a big mob, or a fat mob, or a plump mob, or a really plump, fat, big mob. But yeah, probably have to consider to make things right, make things righter. And the rope is out, and 2 5s are coming, and the Venture Mercenary and the Taunter Goblin are here. Versus the Northshire Cleric, and now the opponent priest has 4 cards and the red arrow appears once more. Maybe it's a Shadow Word Death at last? Because that would be useful finally. 2 targets. This is taking so much consideration from both players. Maybe they're both silent, patient, crusher, or assassins, whatever. And a mind control, well, that is an interesting turn of defense. Well, I would have probably chosen the Venture Mercenary, but that is a fine choice as well. Well, it's the only other choice actually, so my comment was useful right there. But the board is almost clear again. Can the Northshire Cleric provide some of the card draw that he needs and the Shadow Word F? And no, just fanatic, frantic, suicidal Northshire Cleric, and the Loatheb comes in. And now the spells are really expensive. Wow. Well, that is a setback for Ronin. The Belcher comes in, and another Venture Co. I wonder what would happen if 2 Venture Co mercenaries were there. The minions would be like super expensive. I should probably try that, just for the lulz. And lag. No, what's happening? What's happening? No. And oh, as we can see, the Shadow Madness was cast. And some suicidal move by the Belcher was done, and look at that, now he has the Slimy. Yeah, showing just what happened. What to do now? I was about to say that Ronin was just getting hold of the reins, and now the tables are turned a little bit. Another War Golem comes in, and the little Slimy is crushed. What shall the Wild Pyromancer provide? A tickle. Merely a tickle. And a card draw. Well, the card draw was from the spell, of course. Well, this was actually a very good play by the opponent, because he probably just got a few more minions. And that's exactly what he needs in the end game to counter Ronin's Crusher Fatty Fats. And whether to heal or some damage to deal. That is the question. That rhymes pretty well, actually. And what is this mysterious card right there? A Fen Creeper? Yeah. No, not yeah. Not the best draw, actually. An easy target for either of them. So which will be the chosen one to crush the Fen Creeper? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, Venture Mercenary or Golem, bro. And the Golem is out. And now Yeah, now the opponent's board is clear once more, and a fan creeper right back at you and armoring up. And turn? What can you do now? Ronin seems absolutely stable right now. But of course the opponent has 4 cards as well, and Ronin has 5 cards. Another floating card in the middle of the screen, and what shall it be? Oh, this guy. I didn't realize that anybody uses them. Actually, I personally don't. But the freeze actually works pretty well in this situation. Can't complain, can't complain. Yeah, well, maybe he saw that Ronin's deck is the Crusher deck, which relies only on fat minions and just froze the Venture Co-mercenary so he wouldn't kill himself. But what we just saw was amazing, as he suffered a few slaps on one cheek and on the other one. And Taz Dingo comes in, and the Cabal Priest with no one to steal. Well, the tables are turning and turning and turning around in this fight actually. What will Ronin do now? And of course, one of those 2 axes he's been saving. Loktargar goes Garrosh Hellscream by Ronin, and a smash in the face of the Cabal, and some few more on the cheeks of the boy priest. What will he do now? Rage quit? Another Tastingo. And a Pyromancer? Another one? And a heal. Another one once again. Not that many HP. You have no chance in hell playing against Ronin. And Loktar goes Ronin, armoring up, and a cheek slam, and another cheek slam. Sorry, Priesty Boy, but
Ronin wins. Fatality.
well played. Well played, Waytech, well played, Ronin. You guys are both the winners of the Patient Crusher Challenge, and you both win 100 gold. Nah, I'm just kidding, it's only $50. So you there, Hearthstone player, gamer, you can be the next one to win money just by playing Hearthstone and showing off your awesome skills, just like Waytech and Ronin. So congratulations to the most patient Hearthstone players out there. You are the winners, and don't forget to catch up with my channel, subscribe or don't subscribe or do whatever you want. Just be sure to check for new challenges and be the next one to win. Are you ready? Are you prepared? Are you brave enough? I hope so. Step up to my future challenges, and thanks for watching, guys. This was Zagus. Until next time.